How to navigate cutting ties with possibly abusive family members in such a case. Greetings. I, 23 am in a quite difficult situation and am not sure how to navigate this properly, so I am asking for your insight. My mother, 50F, is a cancer survivor since I was 10, and after she thankfully had her tumor treated, she has had neuropathy and foot drop for her both feet, which has severely limited her ability to walk without orthesis and walking cane. Since then, a lot of the responsibilities and helping in the house have been on me, which I am partially grateful for because they have helped me learn more tasks and be more helpful. My mother helped and helps however she can, too. The relationship I have with my extended family, my Aunt 48F and my grandmother 80F, has varied a lot in terms of quality. While I do, or did, love them, there's been a building resentment towards them because of the way they have acted toward me and my mother. At the beginning of her foot drop, they downplayed it and said she was simulating, and then proceeded to lie a lot to other people in town on her behalf, i.e. about receiving money on my mom's behalf when they gave her nothing from them. My grandmother was also verbally abusive to me, even though I have been largely responsible for her groceries, medical appointments and visits, and cigarette buying since I was 11. While my aunt has been hot and cold with me, praising me one day and criticizing me the next for no particular reason or for something very minor. As such, I have tried my best to approach them and calmly explain why their actions hurt me and my mother, and have even defended my mother a few times, while they raised their voice at me and said they would slap or beat me. Almost any time I felt sad or in any hardship, I could not reach them for help because they would either not listen to me or pretend to help in order to come back later with this in a bad way. Today, however, I felt I was exploding. Mom has hit her head accidentally with a cupboard door when she was helping Grandma out 2 weeks ago. I was with her. At first, it seemed something that did not affect her too much, and she refused to go to a doctor when I suggested it. However, this morning she fell when I was at work and had a moderate contusion on her right thoracic part and a minor traumatic brain injury, which was revealed to be because of the 2 weeks ago incident. The ambulance came, and Mom called my aunt for help because she said she did not want to bother me, even though I have left school hours sometimes when emergencies like this happened. She spoke quite arrogantly to my mother and basically blamed her for falling, and Mom suggested I thank her this evening for coming to the emergency she had. When I called, briefly after she said hello, she said on a very arrogant tone that if I wanted to thank her, I should not even call. I let that pass momentarily, and when she asked what did the doctors say, I explained the exact situation. Without even listening to the first half when I talked about the brain injury, she said that I should not exaggerate when I spoke in the most calm way possible, because it was not from the cupboard hit. I once again calmly explained why that was the case, and that I asked her not to interrupt me, and she continued speaking on why I am exaggerating. That is when I got upset. I raised my voice and told her, "Please do not keep interrupting me because of your explanations and comments. I have really much on my plate right now, and cannot continue listening to you." Now my aunt and grandmother are shocked and angry at me because I raised my voice and spoke to them like that. I understand that my reaction was not suitable, even if this is the first time ever I did this, and hopefully the last. In the same time, I would like to severely cut the ties with them because of the way they have acted with me and my mother. Years of trying to be civil and calmly establish boundaries have gone to no result. These 13 years have been a lot for me, and most of these things were fueled by their behavior. For example, she said when I was 11 that I should not cry, because she and my mother should cry on how much of a bad child I am. I was not a destructive, disobedient, or underperforming child. TLDR, I'm a 23M caring for my mother, 50F, a cancer survivor with neuropathy and foot drop. My extended family, especially my aunt, 48F, and grandmother, 80F, have been dismissive of her condition and of me, with a history of verbal abuse and manipulation toward both of us. Despite my repeated efforts to communicate calmly, they often interrupt, criticize, and downplay serious situations. Recently, after my mom fell and sustained a traumatic brain injury, my aunt was dismissive again, leading me to raise my voice, which shocked them. I'm now considering cutting ties after years of mistreatment. How do I navigate this further in a mature way?